everybody, and welcome to Memory Card Radio!
Whoa!
With your host, John!
Hey!
Max! Nice to meet you, buddy. What's my name? The guy that you don't want to remember. And,
Max.
As we talk about video games sometimes.
That's John.
That's John.
John?
John.
Eric.
John.
I think. Jern.
How many J's?
One.
I want to read your notes.
I don't know what this is. I'm just holding it because I feel uncomfortable if I don't have a piece of paper.
The piece of paper doesn't say anything important on it. He's a liar.
It's a peer critique.
Well, yeah, why do you think
I'm going to critique you then.
Don't critique me.
Was it interesting? No.
Obviously.
Were the levels consistent?
Yes.
Did the talent convey the mood? And, were you appropriate?
What is that for? I don't even know. I don't know.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Go on.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's for Banjo-Kazooie.
There you go. Here are your hands.
So this is our Halloween episode, I guess. Ooh. We should make it that way.
That would explain why it's been so spooky. That's why it's been the
weird.
spookiest minute of our
Because
show.
aren't we recording one next week that is like even closer to Halloween?
No. After next Friday will be past Halloween. Won't it? What is today?
I don't know. It's today. I feel like that's wrong.
Today's October
You're
23rd.
right.
It's the 23rd. Yeah, it'll be past Halloween.
It's the 24th. You lied.
It's the 24th.
Yeah, which means
Fooled you all.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
fools
That's why we did.
No, you fools! Friday is the 31st.
That's my favorite movie. Friday the 31st.
It's a pre.
This is our pre-ween.
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 Oh!
Next week we're gonna have a Halloween extravaganza as we
Pre-ween.
pre-weening.
Have you ever seen the movie Friday the 31st? It's just scary.
It's like the worst movie.
The
ever
remake,
made.
the sequel, or 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 the original.
That's Final Fantasy. I'm talking about Jason Voorhees.
So am I.
Final Fantasy the 13th.
Yeah, that's one.
And everyone says it's the worst.
The 14th,
13th.
the 12th.
Between those two.
Which one had the mom in it?
7.
My household.
7 was my favorite in the series, actually.
7's the best.
Yeah.
I know that's cliche to say.
What
Well,
happened?
10 is cliche.
Did I tell you that I bought 7 on Steam and I played about half an hour of it so far? I'm just lazy to get more into it.
Do you like it though?
It's interesting.
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so spoopy.
Talk about graphics not holding up though. Jeez.
You know,
It
my
looks
favorite-
kind of.
It looks pretty rough.
I didn't think
Looks
it
like
was
a
very...
Sega Saturn game.
Every character is just like 3. It's like a fucking snowman. It's like you're just balls, your torso,
Yeah.
and your legs.
Looks
And you
like
just walk around on a board. It's like
Got
it's
these
weird.
flat hands and arms that just look like squares.
Music's incredible though.
Yes, it is.
The music holds up.
It gets
Totally.
spooky once you get to that hotel, though.
The battle music?
The hotel. Remember, there's like a spooky hotel, and that's when it
Is that
becomes
where you
horror.
dress up like a woman?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that part.
all of that.
This is a good
I
part.
bet you
This
it
is a
was.
good part. If I had to pick a part.
He had to get the
Had to pick
right
a part. It's
things
my
to
favorite.
turn on the crime boss.
It's a good situation.
Well, yeah,
Get
just
laid.
Good character development with Cloud.
Yeah.
Because you know deep down.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
You know, there's really nothing wrong with it.
If you want to dress, you know, that's fine.
I mean, he is wearing purple the whole time.
How long has there been a sticker that says pimp juice?
Since we've been here.
Since, I don't know.
Wow.
I've never even noticed it.
Let it loose!
Yeah.
There's another booth next to us, and there's a window between the two booths, and on this window is a sticker that says pimp juice.
I've never been in there.
These booths used to be relevant. People don't know the story. We don't have a radio.
The
Station
name
anymore.
memory card radio no longer matters.
So yeah, so we're just.
We're off the radio.
I still like the way it sounds, but it no longer makes sense.
That's
We're,
fine.
we're now just a rip-off of Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, whatever.
But whatever.
Jet Set
We don't even do
Radio.
radio stuff anymore. We do video. So
So since this is a pre-ween show,
Ween.
let's talk about pre-ween.
Okay.
What are our Halloween plans?
I mean, I'm going to a party. You know.
Going to a party?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be depressed.
Depressed?
Okay.
I'm gonna go to a party with Max.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't invited. That's why I'm depressed.
I forgot to explain.
Do it again.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine. Well, he's going to the party. He's just going to be depressed.
Are you-
He wasn't very.
I
Cool
wasn't
Are you
invited.
dressing up?
That's why I'm depressed.
That's
Are you
why you're
dressing
going. Yeah.
You gonna be a Duck Dynasty character?
If I don't put anything on, yes.
You're almost there right now.
That's what. Right. I'm torn between a couple things. So the party's on the 31st, and I went on Amazon and I ordered an adult onesie. Here's the deal. Here's what it is. It's Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah!
Love it.
Here's the thing. It's the ship date since it was from like Japan or something. I ordered this like a month ago. It's going to come in through October 31st through November 5th. So right, so it has to come in that day for it to work. If not,
late, just wear it in.
if not, I have to have a backup. And I'm thinking I might want to be a crash test dummy. I'm like that could be neat.
That could be fun.
Be a crash test dummy.
Yeah.
You put on the jumpsuit and like paint the circles in your face.
That'd be easy.
Like I don't have money, but what I'd like to be if I could dress up as emo Space Dandy.
Okay.
Because that was such a good episode. You ever see Space Dandy? It's an anime.
Yeah, I think I have. It's been a while.
There was
Is that kind of an older show?
No, it came up like last year.
Wow, maybe not then.
It's from the maker of Bebop. But it's really funny.
Okay.
There's one episode where all these parallel universes show up, and then there's one version of Dandy who's an emo, and he's just like sitting in a chair going like this. I hate my life.
There has to be one anime character who's just depressed and awful the whole time.
Yeah, emo Space Dandy.
I thought it was pronounced anime.
And I mean,
What about Shinji from Ava? He's kind of depressed. I mustn't run away.
You know, you're really deep in anime when you call it Ava.
yeah, really. I had to think for a second.
Most people call it just
God.
Evangelion.
What have I
Right.
done?
You're Evangelion. I've heard Evangelion.
Oh, that's right.
I say Evangelion just because it's.
Me too.
that's what
I like the soft G.
I think evangelical.
Soft G Brothers.
Soft G.
Explosion. Soft G.
Evangelion.
Soft G Team Squad
Yes,
2014.
Evangelion.
Soft G Squad.
Evangelion.
I like
Urban
Gillian.
I used to call it big metally shit, actually.
That's fine.
Yeah, because I
I used to call the show "Damn It, Shinji."
That used to be a podcast I did called Big Metally Shit. Was based off of Ava. It wasn't about Ava. It was just named after
We
it.
should dig
I
up,
never heard
dig
it
up
called
that show and
Ava.
put it on.
No.
Dig it up. Find it.
It's gone.
I've actually never heard it called
I
Ava, but I knew
deleted it.
exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you delete it or did someone delete it as a prank?
It doesn't matter. It's gone. You could probably find it if you look hard.
It does not matter.
Don't find it.
I'll find it.
No.
I'll find it. And I will keep it safe. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
You'd have to uncover it. It's already safe until you start looking for it, or you at home.
I'll keep it safe within me.
Is that the plot of Jumanji?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. I keep
Video
forgetting.
games.
Oh yeah.
What's scary?
Evil Within. I beat it the other day.
Oh, how is it?
Incredible.
Oh, cool.
Really?
I would say game of the year so far. I would say best survival horror game in maybe 10 years.
What was its Metacritic? I don't remember. I
didn't
feel
see
like I looked at
Metacritic.
it on
It's probably
Steam.
pretty high though. It's been pretty high across the board.
I feel like it's above 85.
I've been hearing mixed
Based on,
things.
like,
I
how
would
I've
put it
heard it.
between. It's better than Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
But not as good as Silent Hill or the original Resident Evil.
better than Resident Evil 4.
I would say so. Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
But
I
I'm not.
gotta
But
play
I'm not one of the people that says Resident Evil 4 is the best survival horror game ever.
this. No, because it's not a horror game. It's it's the greatest action.
It's a
game
great
ever.
action game with a horror veil over it.
I've only played that one on the Wii.
And
It's the best version.
It's pretty fun.
Evil Within
It is the best
Evil
version.
Within it's more like Resident Evil 4 than any other game.
Oh,
but,
that's Shinji Mikami.
but it's also its own thing. It stands on its own.
Was it spooky?
It's really.
Did you
it's-
poop yourself?
I did twice.
pretty damn
twice,
spapey.
Which you can do. You can get away with 2.
What do you think about the fact you can't see your feet and that they have bars even though you have a wide
That's
screen
probably my
TV?
only actual real complaint. Is I like the way it looks. It definitely looks really cinematic. But I mean, I'm already playing it on a widescreen TV.
Sweet.
So I did, and sometimes there's button prompts and stuff that you can't quite see because they're up a little higher or down a little lower,
Yeah.
and those will block that, and that's kind of annoying.
I think
But-
it's due to technical limitations, to be honest.
I mean, it's like they made the game and then put the bars on there, where they should have put the bars on there and made the game within those bars.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I-
they made the game and just put black bars over top of the game.
I'm
which-
sure it's to make it run better because you have all this darkness and then you can see it more.
Yeah, maybe,
you know,
maybe,
like-
yeah.
No, it's probably because that's on id Tech, and this is a Japanese developer
Mhm.
working with id Tech, so
Yeah.
I imagine that's the case. But
Yep, it's really good though. I would put it up there with the best of them, survival horror games wise.
I gotta
It's
play
not.
it.
It's not the best. It's not as good as Resident Evil. It's not as good as the original Silent Hill.
You just said it was better than Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 4.
You just said it was better than Resident Evil 4.
It is better than Resident
That's
Evil
the
4.
best Resident Evil.
No, the first one's the best one by far.
That's wrong.
Well, if you're going for something scary, I would say the first one.
Well,
Okay,
I will
the
say-
remake of the first.
One
I
thing
know
I really
what-
thought made the earlier Resident Evil games good was you had to conserve bullets and be really
Mhm.
careful. Really, you don't have to do that in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, you do actually.
Don't.
That's
Not
a
as
good-
much. Not nearly
I
as
feel
much.
like Resident Evil 4 nailed it because I was always low on ammo. I never ran out, but I was always low and felt like I was going to run out.
I don't remember if
I've been
felt
low at times,
like
but
that.
definitely like maybe less than half the time I was low. I was usually fine.
I think 90% of the time I was low, but I never
zombies are
ran
real
out.
slow and you can just
Evil Within-
headshot.
Yeah, but there's so
Basically-
many different enemy varieties now.
Evil, then you're basically you're basically always about to run out. Like you'll have one shootout with a few things, and you'll be out. And then you'll come across a few rounds, and then you'll have a few enemies, and you'll use up those rounds.
Okay. So game of the year for you.
So far, yeah. I mean, but also at the same time, there hasn't been a lot of games this year, so
That's true.
you know, I keep it in perspective.
Yeah.
What's coming out?
And I also haven't played South Park, which I might like better.
I've heard nothing but good about
So
that.
South Park
exactly.
is I played that video game. It is as a game, it's okay. As a season of South Park, it's probably the funniest show's been in years, and
Right.
the show's still hilarious.
Yeah,
so that's
once
good.
you made that point at the last show, and ever since then,
I'm gonna keep
I've
saying
been
it.
eyeing the game. I'm gonna buy it probably.
It's really good. I gotta get my own copy. I only tried it out.
You buy it, I'll borrow it,
So-
and then I'll let you borrow Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
I'll borrow it after that if you have it on PC, which you don't.
That's,
Nope.
that's them trading games. So I gotta play Dark Souls, but Bloodborne is much higher, which looks like a horror game.
Nearly, yeah.
No, it does. Dark Souls I've always considered kind of a horror game. You walk into a room, and then you're like, holy shit, I don't want to deal with this, I'm scared shitless.
There's definitely that tension.
I mean, even like there's always been tension, then the bosses, you're like, fuck, and you're screaming as loud as you can, and you don't think you're going to do it.
Right.
I feel like it's a horror game in many ways.
Yeah.
And Bloodborne is that, but it's mixed with Castlevania, so it's going to be fucking awesome, there's werewolves and shit, and it's going to be game of the year.
There we go.
Other than Witcher.
Just by Michael J. Fox.
Is that coming out in 2014?
Teen Wolf.
Bloodborne, is that coming out in 2014?
February.
Okay.
So it's coming.
Yeah, that.
And it's coming soon, but it ain't
The
coming this
Order
year.
1886 got pushed back. I think
they're coming out the same month.
Yeah. So
which is-
both of those I'm going to get.
Get both, although Bloodborne's just more interesting to me. Just because.
See, I want them both, but I'm a little leaning towards The Order. But they're both going to be great.
The games I gotta get is that. The Order less so, but Witcher 3 comes out like a couple of weeks
I don't know
later.
anything about Witcher.
Witcher's the best
Everyone
RPG.
loves Witcher.
Yeah, so play them.
I
They're
need to.
good.
I need to.
Yeah. you
Are
should.
1 and 2 on PlayStation or are they
No.
PC?
Pretty sure they're all PC.
They're all PC. 2 was on Xbox, but honestly, they're really good about you not knowing anything, just going into it. So you'll be fine if you just buy it.
Max, what's your favorite survival horror game? I need to
Amnesia:
know.
The Dark Descent.
Really?
Easily. Yeah.
You said that really fast. Why?
Yeah.
It's confident.
So it was really one of the first games that like one thing about horror games is that a lot of them, if you have a weapon, and I mean it's not this black and white, but like I think a lot of times if you have a gun, you kind of feel invincible. I mean, if your shot's good enough, right? And you have enough ammo. Or
At
whatever.
least you feel like you have a chance.
Right. So I was used to that. I played nothing but that as far as horror games went. And then I think it was the first Humble Bundle I ever bought ever had Amnesia: The Dark Descent on it. I'm like, what is this game? It's it's on my Steam. It's like $10. And I'm like, oh, I gotta check this out. And you're wandering around this gigantic manor, and you have no way to kill monsters or anything. It's like literally you run or hide.
As far as I know, I could be wrong, but that seems like one of the first games, if not the first game, to be so hardline about you being absolutely defenseless, and you're either always on the run or you're
Could
hiding.
be, honestly.
Well, it was the
seems-
first game I had ever played like that.
Yeah,
and
it was definitely the
I-
first game I ever played like that.
I had never heard of anything like that before. And
There-
it was kind of cool. It was an interesting observation because you didn't think about that. You're like, oh, well, it's being scary zombies and ghosts and things coming out at you is scary. That's what a
Right.
horror game is. But then you play that, and they're really, they
You're
earn
really-
their scares.
You're,
They earn
You're
them.
just screwed the whole game.
Yeah, but it's great. Like,
Yeah.
so it's. The puzzles themselves in the game really aren't all that special. They're like pretty okay. They're like normal
No,
puzzles.
they're
But
just-
the thing is, you're not in the right state of mind to be solving them, so they're extra hard.
Yeah.
That's what I really loved about it.
They're,
So like,
they're just something to give. They're giving you a goal.
Yeah.
But
And-
and they don't need to be
yeah.
hard, like you said, because the fact that you're terrified, you can't think straight.
You're scared shitless, and
Pretty
you're running
The
around.
insanity thing is a nice wrinkle to it all too.
yeah, that's right. So
Which
there's
I'm sad to hear is not in the sequel.
yeah, the sequel is I like it too, but it's just it's a different game. It doesn't feel like Amnesia: The Dark Descent. It's
Right.
just its own thing.
Do you feel like it's a different horror game that just put Amnesia on it?
Yeah, you feel different. It's less of like, well, so Amnesia works on this insanity meter. So if you're in the dark for too long, you start hallucinating and hear weird sounds. It's like genuinely creepy. Like you really don't want to go insane in the game because
and
you're
the
like,
vision gets weird and everything.
yeah, so you're like, I'm already
See,
trying
I
to solve
love
this
that shit
puzzle.
in Eternal Darkness. So it's kind of that.
So it's already like I want to solve this puzzle, and I don't feel like getting scared all the time, and I want to get away from these ghosts, or not ghosts, but monsters. So that's just adding shit to it. So what you end up doing is when you find tinder boxes and oil for your lamp, you like really try to conserve it, and like you work out like, okay, this next place is like really dark, and I know it's going to be really dark, so I won't use my lamp until then, or I'll stand by this window for a second and get fine, and then I'll get shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you plan a lot of your time going to different areas. Machine for Pigs is just kind of like you could just sprint through it if you wanted, kind of.
No.
But
You never will, but you could.
Yeah.
Which you can't do with Dark Descent.
I, however, think the second Amnesia 2, or the Amnesia Machine for Pigs, atmosphere is way scarier. The music is like super dark and like it's better. Music is.
You would
way
say
better.
it's a more well-crafted game.
You could say
but you still like
it
Dark
has a
Descent.
better ambiance. That's my take on
What
it.
makes you like Dark Descent better?
I the whole like conserving tinder boxes and oil thing is great, and it just feels better to play. It's longer too. First time I played through Amnesia, it took me about 9 hours ish, and that was my first time ever playing. First time ever playing the second one, it took me like 4 hours, 5 hours. So it was just short.
Well, how much did you pay for it? Like 15, 20?
I pre-ordered the second one, so like $15.
Okay, see, that's not bad. For 4 hours for $15. I mean, I'm not.
Oh, I
saying
say definitely get it.
value,
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Definitely get it.
I'm
I mean,
with
like,
that.
for Gone Home, theoretically, you could beat it in 5 minutes. You won't,
If you knew-
but you could.
if you knew
I beat
how.
Dear Esther in 3 hours.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Man, it
Dear
took me more
Esther.
than that just to get through the first
Dear
one.
Esther's one of those games we could argue if it's a game or not.
I would say it's a game. It has levels. It's stages.
I feel like
Whatever it was, I liked it. It was fine.
Yeah, whatever
that's
it is.
fine.
Made by the same company as the second Amnesia game.
And The Vanishing of Ethan Carter looks good. They
I know
just made
nothing
that.
about this.
It's a lot like Dear Esther, except there's puzzles and a little more interactivity with it. And it's probably a little more well made.
Is that on consoles?
Not yet, but it's coming. It's
Okay.
coming to PS4, so you'll be
Okay, well then I'll play it when that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
Also, have one more gripe about the second Amnesia. No water monster. Come on.
2 out of 10.
I had to stop playing that. I had to stop playing and come back to it in a couple days because that terrified me.
Water monster is the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in a game.
And there's
period.
nothing even there.
Yeah, you don't even see it.
That's the scariest part of the game, probably.
Yep. So you walk into this. I mean, we've already spoiled it. Whatever. There's a water monster.
Well, you'll
so-
get to it and you'll know. You'll
I
know
never
when you
beat
get there.
the game.
There's an
Well,
area.
it's your 2014. If you haven't played it yet, then you're fucking up.
Right.
I
I mean, if you haven't played that yet, you're fucking up.
I played it and I put it down way too
The water
quick. I never
monster,
picked it
yeah.
back up. It's not that it was bad, it is I never
Well,
really.
you still have it.
I have it, I can go to it, but now
Yeah.
I know about this
Get
water
back on, man.
monster.
And
It's
this
good.
is a plus about the series. Well, the first game anyway.
Mhm.
You can build levels for it. The community that builds Amnesia levels is huge. There are levels that you can download that are probably better than the actual
But they're
game.
spooky, and I don't want to be afraid. Okay, for my horror games,
Yes, what would yours be?
I kind of have a tie of 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
One of which is going to make me sound like a hipster, so I'm going to wait for the end on that.
Okay. I'll keep it in mind.
Silent Hill 3 and Eternal Darkness. I cannot decide between those two when it
Really?
comes to horror.
Three's your favorite Silent Hill?
Silent Hill 3. The story of Silent Hill 2 is better, but I think it's a scarier game. Silent
Three
Hill
is?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there was one room in 3 why I absolutely love that game where you walk in, you look in the mirror, and then the door's locked, and then you just start bleeding in the mirror. And
Oh, I understand.
it's like the best moment of
Yeah.
horror because it's out of your hands, and I love that.
Man, I need to play that one again.
Eternal Darkness was just a game of that, where
Never
it was
played
like
Eternal Darkness.
it's
What's
it's
that for?
GameCube.
Oh,
It
that's
was
fine.
it was really good. Silicon Knights when they were good, and Nintendo worked on that together. And Nintendo still owns the IP, I think. But what it would do, it would always fuck with you. Like you would have the sanity meter, right? So what would happen is if your sanity meter was low, let's say you walked in a room, all of a sudden your head falls off and your arms fall off, and you're still walking. You're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it'll fuck with you, and it'll be like, oh, we just deleted your save, and your memory card's corrupted now, or no, you bought the demo disc. You should have bought the
makes me
real.
think
That's
of
really funny.
That's like
Oh
a
my
Kojima
God.
game almost.
It does a lot of
like
Kojima
fighting
stuff like
Psychomantis
that.
almost.
It's great.
You bought the demo version.
I love that.
What?
Like after like the third level, it's like, please buy this game, and you're like, what?
That's amazing.
It's pretty good. Like
Oh
it
my
just
God.
tricks you.
I need to track that game down.
Like they fucked up, but you know,
Oh
it's,
my
it's
God.
all intentional.
That's
And
awesome.
Oh my
It's
God.
it's kind of Cthulhu based. It's pretty cool. There's not really anything like it, but
Yeah.
you know, like if you ever get the chance. And then my hipster game. Have you guys heard of a game called Judith?
Mm-mm.
Nobody fucking has. So
What
that-
is Judith?
you know the game VVVVVVV?
Love that
indie
game.
No.
Okay,
I
it's
beat
from him, right? He made
Terry
it.
Kavanaugh.
Terry Kavanaugh and a buddy. I can't think of his name, but he makes a bunch of art games that are really.
I like Terry Kavanaugh.
So he teams up with a guy, and they make a horror game using the Doom engine, right? And it shouldn't be
Nice.
scary because you're thinking the Doom engine, you know. And it's even some, easier, simpler than that. I mean, it looks worse
Like
than
the original
Wolfenstein.
Doom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it looks worse than Wolfenstein in many respects. Like,
Wow.
like the character models are really blocky and everything's just simple. It is probably the scariest fucking game I've ever played.
Judith. Is it free? Can I find it free?
It is free. Well, I'll tell you, next week we'll do it.
Okay.
And then we'll have it. But like it's like 10
play
minutes.
horror games.
I'm going to hold you to that.
15 minutes. Yeah, we'll do
We're
it.
going to do it?
Yeah, we're doing it.
All right.
I'm bringing that along with
You saw it.
with a certain other game called Dog of Dracula, which I'm really excited.
Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Never heard of that.
That
Sounds dumb.
I saw a little preview of it.
Sounds like little girls like it, maybe.
is super scary.
It's a sequel to Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
My lovely fiance found it, and I fucking married her on the spot. After
She is
showed it
lovely.
to me.
You lucked out, my friend.
Well, she found the Dog of Dracula.
No.
That's pretty nice.
You're the Dog of
I don't want to say too much about Dog of Dracula.
You're the dog. He's the dog of Dracula.
It's
There
a
he is.
game where you have to help the Dog of Dracula find barbecue sauce, but barbecue sauce has been outlawed. You're married to a soda can that can talk.
Hey, don't spoil it, right?
I'm just telling you a
Hey,
little
no,
thing.
no spoilers, dude. Not the soda can. Don't tell me about that.
That's like the opening of the game.
Okay, all right.
That's
Don't tell me where it
and I
is in
haven't
the
even
game.
played the sequel.
Alright.
And the sequel is like just as long and it's also free.
Hey, you're the dog of Dracula.
You know.
I can tell because of all the hair on your face.
Woof.
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 We all have hair in our face today. This is what I
gotta
shaved.
shave.
I shaved right before the last show. Haven't touched my face since. This is what happens, kids.
This is
We
the
don't take
look
care of
of
yourself.
someone who's stressed and busy.
We're all
and
at different
can't shave.
stages of facial hair.
Yeah, 1, 2, and
That's
17.
the dream. I want this.
Not in order,
face.
but different stages.
Give me that beard.
1, 2, and 17. How long have you been growing that? Seriously.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say because I didn't like shave and then grow this.
Right.
Like I've had
been
some
trimming it.
kind of
It's a
hair on my
lot.
face for about 2 years now without shaving.
I've
at all.
never seen you without it.
Right.
I
I've
don't know
known
if
you
I'll
for like
recognize
2.5
you.
years. and
I'd
I've
love
always
to
had
know what it is, but I'd be creeped out.
If you come on the show next week and you've shaved,
If I-
it's no shave November. You
If I had
can't
to
do
guess,
that.
if I had to guess, this would be like 3.5, 4 months long.
Okay.
If I were to
Okay.
shave and let it go.
Okay. Survival horror games. I would have to say Clock Tower.
Clock Tower's good.
The PS1 Clock Tower. I haven't played the Super Nintendo Clock
That's the
Tower.
one that people don't like. Was the PS1?
That's
Because they say that's the bad one.
Scared the shit
The
out of me.
SNES one and then Clock Tower 3 on PS2. I played
Icarus-
that one. That's the only one I've touched.
Cat Icarus almost reviewed Clock Tower, and then reviewed Donald Duck.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. John tried to beat him too.
I mean the Clock Tower 1, and when I say Clock Tower 1, I mean the PS1 Clock Tower.
Clock Tower 2.
Technically Clock Tower 2. Although Clock Tower
Oh, that's
there was a
yeah,
sequel to that called Clock Tower 2 in America. I guess that's technically Clock Tower 3. They're all fucked up.
It almost sound like you said
But
a Rush
I don't
Hour.
even understand the world that we live in.
Well, you know, the second, they don't seem really related to me. Like 3 and 2 have similarities to 1, and I'm talking about the American version.
They don't have any
But they
similarities other than the name.
Well, like
And
the-
that you run
yeah,
away.
and there's a character in the third one called Scissorman, but he's not at all Scissorman from the original Clock Tower games. And the third one's actually really not that good.
The PS2
I own it
one?
because it exists. Yeah.
See, I'm in the opposite of you. I really like the PS2
What
one.
the magic bow? That's not
I
scary.
never said it would made sense. I just said I liked it.
I don't know. I just feel like having the weapon at all.
I
weird.
don't think it was a scary game. I think it was a cool game because
It's-
all of a
it's
sudden,
weird,
oh,
yeah.
I'm in World War II. What
I mean,
the fuck?
When the sledgehammer guy at the beginning
Yeah, it was
killed
cool.
the girl, that
And it had
definitely
some
caught my
moments
attention.
in
It
there.
definitely, yeah, I mean, it
You
definitely
noticed
captured my
it. You
attention.
did notice
I-
it.
I saw it with my eyes
You
and
didn't-
registered in my brain.
Got Rule of Rose, which was spooky.
The PS1 Clock Tower though, there's so much you can do. I think there's a total of 20 endings. I want to say.
Yeah, but they're all shit.
Wow.
I haven't
well,
played it. I'm
all
just
of them.
judging whatever.
All 20.
It
I'm
all
a
depends on how many people you save. Like, and there's so many characters. It all depends on how many people you save. And there's just so many. There's like investigative levels in between the horror levels where you're just kind of talking to people and unraveling this mystery. It's really kind of a
I'm
murder
already
mystery.
thinking of a different clock tower then. Was it in 3D or 2D?
It was technically 3D, but it was a point and click.
Well, it might be the same one. Was it like in a house that was like on top of a building for no reason?
And are you a girl with brown
I
hair?
don't think so.
I might be thinking of an entirely different game.
You may be because that doesn't really ring a bell with me.
I don't know.
Scissorman.
Yeah, and you're a girl with brown hair?
Was there like
Well,
a doll
there's
that
two-
chased
there's
you
two heroines.
at some point, or like a little kid?
That's Clock Tower 2,
That's the one I'm thinking of.
and that one's okay, but it's not as good as the first one.
Okay, well the people hate that one. That's the
Yeah,
one
that
I'm
one's not very good.
thinking. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know
it's like
I'm
the-
a dumbass.
No. It's easy to confuse because Clock Tower, technically, the first one is Super Nintendo, never came to America and Japan. So then when the PS1 sequel came out, they did bring that over, but they wanted to market it as Clock Tower because the original one had not come over.
So
Because they can't just release a game called Clock Tower 2 and there's no first one. That wouldn't make any sense.
But then Clock Tower 2 for us was Clock Tower 3, and then does that make Clock Tower 4?
I assume. I don't
because
know
I thought
for a
Clock
fact,
Tower
but
3 was both in both regions of the world.
It might be. If
Japan, just stop.
No, I think we screwed that up. We should have brought over the original one.
I don't care.
on
I'm going to
Super
blame
Nintendo.
Japan. America's
we could've stayed
perfect.
in step with
USA! USA!
But that would have either that or Silent Hill 2 would be a very, very close second.
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean, I love Silent Hill
obviously
2.
the story is
It's the
incredible.
better game. I'm just saying pure horror. Silent Hill
three
is
was terrifying.
scarier. But 2 is a better game and story.
Two is the game that's the survival horror game to beat. I think that's the game story wise at least. Every survival horror game will be compared to that.
like
forever.
PT2.
PT 2, 3, 4, and
Silent
in Japan
Hills.
3, 4, and 5.
P.T. Barnum. It's going to be the newest circus game. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
There we go.
Kiss Psycho Circus was pretty good. That's a horror game.
I still haven't gotten SEC containment or anything yet.
Oh, that's right. We need to do SCP containment
SCP.
breach.
I'll tell you, next week
What
we'll
did I
just
say?
bring a bunch of horror games and just scared, spooked.
We could record at my house one day and just play shit on my computer and
Sounds
record it.
good.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I'm down with that.
We need to play Mega Friends too.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll play
Me and
Mega
Elaine
Friends.
need to get on that.
Yeah, I have like 20,
And we'll upload
20
that.
games I've never played on my Steams.
I think the scariest game I ever played though was Alien Colonial Marines.
That was so
That was a
horrifying
horror game.
in so many ways.
The aliens are gonna kill you. Xenomorphs.
The scariest part is when you spend $60 on a piece of garbage.
You think that's scary? Wait till you play
I did.
Glover.
Actually, I spent more than that. I got the special edition. It was like $120.
Conker's Bad Fur Day had a spooky level where you shot zombies in the head.
Dude, they have a shit monster. This game's so scary.
Why is that not scary to me?
They have a shit monster.
That's a monster literally made out of our excrement.
Yeah, and he
it's not-
sings.
and it's funny.
He sings.
Yeah, he does. And he does it good.
Why not
job.
at that point? Once
He's
you
really-
cross the shit monster line,
He's a
all the other
really
lines
big
are just-
shit monster and he sings.
might as well sing. You got a shit monster. Might as well make him sing. Is what I say.
You've already got to the shit monster. Next step, sings. He sings.
Sings.
Gotta have him sing.
You gotta make it some
You can go anywhere from there.
romantic opera.
And I will throw my shit at you.
A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some scotch, you little twat?
I have to play this.
You never played Conker?
Sounds better than Glover.
You never played Conker?
It is. Well, it is better than Glover.
It's hard to
Conker
believe.
is my
It is better than Glover.
favorite N64 game.
It's pretty
Really?
good. It's pretty good.
No, you like Earthbound.
At N64. What does that have to do with?
Oh, I thought that was N64. Is it?
It's
SNES.
SNES.
Oh, okay.
Super Nintendo.
Shows what I know about Earthbound.
We
You
will
should
play
play
Earthbound on
play
the show.
Earthbound. The cartridge is only $200
I don't know
anyway.
anything.
It's only the most rare game to find in the world, other than
Yeah.
other games.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
only. How many copies have ever made?
No, there's tons of copies. People just don't
Oh.
Do you own one?
know.
You stimulate.
'Cause I thought it was
I have a Wii U for this purpose.
VC.
You should buy one.
Wish I had.
Think about it though. I mean, the price, the value.
You
of that is
should
only
buy
$1.
Earthbound. It's fucking virtual console, right?
I hear
now.
the virtual console versions of N64 games are actually pretty good on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's like speedrunners use it sometimes.
Do they have everything that the Wii has on Virtual Console?
I don't think they have everything.
'Cause I know the Wii has a
They're
ton of
stacking
stuff.
back.
Yeah.
They're trying to get it back.
They need to.
Smash Brothers.
Wii U is like pretty solid though. It's a great. I
They have
love
a lot
it.
of TurboGrafx games on there.
Have you played Super Smash Brothers before?
Yes.
Then you know Earthbound because
Is that
Ness
like,
is in
that's like
Earthbound.
Silent Hill, right? It's kind of Silent Hill.
Yeah, Sam Lucas.
Yeah, I'm already trying to educate him about a game that came to America. You think
Which
I can
one?
start with the one that didn't even come here? We're gonna get so confused by the time I teach him how to illegally hack and mod things.
I
so
don't
we
want to
can
do
play
illegal
them.
things.
Mother 3 is
I
legal.
never knew.
Do not go to emuparadise.me. Don't do it. Stop. I saw you typing it.
But we're gonna do an Earthbound episode in
Alright.
the future where we just play Earthbound all day.
I
There's
only
a
know
huge
like the beginning
following
of
on
it, so you'd have
I
to
know,
play it
I
for
love
us.
it.
Yeah.
I will die for it. It's that good.
John and I have already played a game, so it's your turn anyway.
What?
It's he played Slaughterhouse. I played Banjo Kazooie.
Splatterhouse.
Yeah, but I'm bringing
Splatterhouse.
I'm bringing
Slaughterhouse
stuff
is
for
where you make
next
burgers.
week, but we will do Earthbound. We got to celebrate the horror season and then Earthbound.
That's
Okay.
true.
But that's
We could dress up and play Earthbound.
okay. I'll be Boney the dog from
let's
Mother
just
3.
I'll dress up as Ness.
Hopefully you'll have your costume in by then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my Spyro the Dragon onesie.
Yeah.
Out of all the costumes, that seems the easiest to put together is Ness. 'Cause you're using a
I was Tourette's guy a couple of years ago. It was really easy.
Really?
I just got a neck brace and a blue shirt and glasses, so I was done. I was just like, oh shit! It was easy.
I want to dress up as Glover for Halloween.
Oh my god! Oh, so I was watching some old AGDQ, the awesome games done quick archives, the
Yeah.
speedrun, the and there was a Glover speedrun.
We got about
and
5 minutes, by the way.
Are we at the top?
It was they were doing a race, so it was two people on two different consoles, two different TVs racing Glover. They both dressed up as the fucking the glove from the Hamburger Helper.
That's what it is.
So it looks nothing like Glover, except that they're gloves. But
It's a glove, though.
He had
Glover,
to find work somewhere.
pretty close.
Glover, I think has
Glover's like a black
he
outline
is
face.
yeah, he's got like a black. And the Hamburger Helper's like a big red nose.
Yeah, big like
They look totally
1930s.
different.
All I remember about Glover is that you would walk on a ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all
You
I
need
know.
the ball to beat the level,
That's all I
which
remember.
The
of course
fact-
makes perfect sense.
Just the fact that they dress up as Hamburger Helper gloves, or like and speeding a game, is the funniest thing to me in my head. Like I don't care what they play.
That is funny.
And they sit on a couch like right next to each other. It's so funny. I love it. No, for real, we're playing Glover.
Okay.
We're playing Glover.
I love that game. It
No,
runs
it's cool.
so terribly on the PS1, but I don't care.
It looked really intriguing as a kid. You can't like see the cover of Glover and go,
Yeah, I rented it many times.
Me too.
And I
There's a
never
big-
bought it.
I never owned it. I rented it
Nobody
like 7
bought
times.
it, but everyone rented the hell
Yes.
out of it.
There was a lot of, if I remember correctly, there were a lot of commercials on TV for it, and it had a really good ad campaign.
Uh-huh.
Everyone knew this
Unlike
weird game.
Earthbound, that had the worst ad campaign.
Earthbound!
Glover isn't too expensive on eBay. I want to say it was under $20. And if it is, I'm going to grab a copy.
Yeah.
Grab a copy. I see what you did there. Because get it? Because he's going to grab
It's a funny.
I didn't intend that.
It's a joke.
Don't you lie to me.
Oh, man. You know, they say, what is glove? Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
No more. What is glove? There we go.
Whoa.
That's the theme song, and it's not.
This episode is called What is Glove? I think
Hadaway's
that's
What is
right.
Glove?
Night at the Maxbury.
They were while they were streaming that game, someone donated, and when you donate during the AGDQ, they read your comment, and it said, "Glove is love, glove is life."
Yes!
And the two guys streaming just stopped playing. They're laughing.
Are you familiar with Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life?
I'm not.
I thought we showed him that one time.
He says he's not familiar with
He's
it.
not familiar.
I might not just remember the name.
You know what though? When
You
things
would-
are really traumatizing, you suppress them and you don't remember it.
Mm.
That
Shrek
video
is
is very
love.
traumatizing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
I was like, how did
They
that
made that
not...
like Source Engine or something.
we
Yes.
we
Yeah,
reached
yeah, yeah.
down.
How did that
and,
not inject your brain?
Oh,
Source, the horrible things you can make with Source Filmmaker. I swear to God.
I had not thought about that since then. Now I'm thinking about it again.
Just on the chance that the film's going to run out any minute, I just want to say thank you all for listening.
Oh yeah, we should probably wrap it up.
Well, it's
This whole
like-
show's been so.
We're going to be
accelerated.
close. We're going to be close and penning it close.
That's true.
I want to thank Max Scoville. I want to thank John Mayer. And I want to thank Eric.
Warheim.
Yeah.
Check us out at Revision 3 Games.
Yeah.
My name's Max Scoville. I look
Altera
different.
Strong. He left Revision 3 though.
Oh, did he?
He's on Destructoid now.
What?
He went back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And now what's his name's gone from Destructoid? Dale North. He left.
Oh,
He left because of Gamergate.
Gamergate.
I'm not kidding.
Can we never talk about Gamergate again?
No, I love it because every time you say the word Gamergate, 1,000 nerds start to cry.
Hate it.
Gamergate.
No.
Gamergate.
No. No.
Gamergate of the year. Thank you all for listening to the show.
Max.
What?
Maximilian.
I've brightened them up for you.
This is my only
I
sunglasses.
feel like we should edit the end of this because this is getting strange.
I'll put this on after the credits. No!